Let's go. Hey everyone, I am MSK, aka Master Swag King, coming at you guys today with another video. And if you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure to hit that notification bell. That way, you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video or go live. And in today's video, I am going to be giving you guys a channel update. So this was the channel update video that I was talking about toward the end of the Iron Man podcast for quite some time, because I know I did a previous channel update video that came out, I think a few months ago, and that already, let you guys know what I was currently working on. But most of that stuff that I talked about currently working on in that previous channel update video, I have did all of it actually. So I thought I'd make another channel update video to let you guys know what is going to be going on moving forward on the channel. And these videos are actually the best place to do these kind of announcements, because I don't really like generally talking about this kind of stuff in content that I would already be doing for you guys, because it kind of just like disrupts the flow of said content, no matter where I would upload that content between any of the other, YouTube channels or this one that I currently have. So if you guys are listening to this video, let's say on your mobile devices, and you are not actively looking at the screen because you might be at work, or you just can't look at the screen currently at whatever moment in time you are watching this video, everything is numbered. So whatever number we are currently on, I'll just let you know what number we are at. That way, if you are listening on your mobile device, it's going to be something easy for you to follow. So starting at number 1, content structured. So as you guys know, if you have previously watched the last channel update video that I uploaded, and you've been watching the Iron Man podcast actually, I mentioned the fact that I was uploading the content where I started to upload content from this channel to Rumble. It was at a single point, I think it was around when like Barbie and Oppenheimer came out back in 2023. I thought to myself, you know what? I don't really want to like take the risk of losing everything once again. So from like that portion of time before, I started uploading all the content from just that period alone onto Rumble actually, and that is done actually. So the content that is uploaded to this channel or onto the comics and manga channel or the other YuGiOh channel that I'll talk about later on is all going to be on Rumble. So if you don't actually want to watch the content on any of these YouTube channels, then you could just obviously watch it there, and Rumble would basically just act as a hub where if anything happened, then I would at least have the content there. Actually, it's not about views or anything. It's just about preserving and saving what I've already basically have done. So I also went and got everything structured in terms of the podcasting platforms. So basically, if you wanted to, kind of watch everything in order regarding that is something we're going to talk about later on as well. And that also ended up getting structured. So in terms of like basically structuring all the content for Rumble, all the content for, this channel, obviously all the content for the comics and manga one and the YuGiOh one, all of that is done. I spent like a good 2 hours plus getting everything ready, the description boxes for like the links I'm going to be adding into all of the videos I'm going to upload moving forward, all clean, make sure all the links work for you guys. It's all done, and it was quite a bit, I'll say that. All right, so number 2, main channel. This is the main channel, obviously. And we have the Cloud9 podcast on here because originally when I started the channel with a buddy of mine, we just were doing League of Legends content. But over time, that had basically ended up changing, and I was never going to not do League of Legends content on here. But the best, most consumable way that I've seen a lot of people, like that form of content on here is if it's in form of a podcast, actually. So I saw that a long time ago, and, the Cloud9 podcast was born because I like Cloud9 a lot, actually. And, that is what's going to be the podcast on here, and that is going to cover basically anything regarding League of Legends. That way I won't really have to upload several League of Legends news videos. I could just kind of, talk about it in the podcast where you guys would watch anyway. But the channel's main focus is obviously movies, TV, streaming, anime, video games, and just basically discussions surrounding all of that. Anything related to pop culture you can think of, it's going to be in the form of that. Not specific niches per se. It's mostly new movie comes out, we talk about it, new TV show that I'm watching, season review, talk about it, just things like that. And then basically news videos regarding most of that stuff, because you guys like it when I talk about, the news regarding all those things, actually. So that's what this channel is focusing on. And we are nearing 1,000 subscribers on this channel, so I couldn't be more excited about that, and hopefully we reach that milestone very soon. I've already reached that milestone before on a previous bigger channel that I owned, so it will be the second time I actually did it. But yeah, thank you to every single person that did subscribe to the channel and support. Means a lot, actually. So number 3, comics and manga channel. So I did end up uploading a first initial intro video to that channel, actually. And the reason why I haven't been able to actually upload more videos yet is because I was actually getting all of the comic book and comic book reviews related content and the comic book haul content off the channel, actually, right? Because remember, I was uploading comic book news to the channel and the reviews and the comic book hauls, but I felt to myself they weren't really getting enough traction because they were in the wrong place, actually. And I thought to myself, you know what? I'll just go and make a dedicated comic book and manga channel because I like that stuff a lot anyway. Might as well just do that. And I did end up uploading a, first intro video for that channel. And the only reason why you haven't been seeing content on there, it's not because I quit or did anything like that. It's mostly because I was just getting all that comic book review and comic book haul content off this channel, where I deleted it off this channel, but I've already had the videos ready and I'm just going to upload them, subsequently, throughout the week, actually. And then I'll just, make new content when all that content is already available for you guys, and we can just go from there, actually. So if you want to go and subscribe to the comic book channel, actually, I'll have it right here on the screen. So basically moving forward for any of the channels that I have, it's just basically Master Swag King X thing. So if I was doing so right here, you have Master Swag King comics and manga. And what's crazy is there's already 20 subscribers here, and I've only uploaded just the one welcome intro video, but more content will be coming here in basically a day or two. So don't worry about that. Content's already basically recorded, edited, and ready to be uploaded, and we're ready to go actually on this. So this is the channel right here. And if you get and if you actually just by some chance forget the channel name, the links are going to be in the description box below for anything that I do, actually. So thank you guys so much for subscribing to this channel if you already did, and we're looking to build this one as well. All right, number 4, the YuGiOh channel. So I love YuGiOh. As you guys know, I initially started doing YouTube because I just love YuGiOh so much. I think about YuGiOh quite a bit, actually, and a lot of ideas that I have for YuGiOh come in the form of content. So I realized to myself, you know what, I already have one for movies, TV, anime, streaming, video games, all that stuff, and I want one for comics and manga. But I really did want one for YuGiOh again. I really do miss talking about the market. I really do miss talking about the YuGiOh seasons of the anime, actually. So I finally did it. I finally listened to you guys. You guys were right. And, shout outs to Mr. Blanks. He was telling me to do this for a long time, but, I just didn't really have the time to do it before. I actually went and created a separate YuGiOh channel, actually, and I will show you guys it right now. And it's basically just going to be called Master Swag King Dark Magician. That's it. That way you guys, it's already a familiar brand, you guys already know who I am, and I just said Dark Magician because that's my favorite YuGiOh card. So pretty simple, right? Or maybe I should put the Dark Magician. I don't know. It's something I just find kind of cool about that. But there you go. I will be uploading content to this channel very, very soon. And but before I do that, I will end up doing a welcome intro video to this channel like I did with the comics and manga YouTube channel that I have now. So remember, you won't be getting Yu-Gi-Oh content here for a little bit, but you will be getting a welcome video very, very soon. And then when I start recording and editing the Yu-Gi-Oh content I will upload to this channel, you will start seeing that. But, if you do want to, support me in my endeavors with Yu-Gi-Oh once again, subscribe to this channel. If you just want to hear me talk about Yu-Gi-Oh trading card game, actually, and if you have, want to hear me just talk about what's going on in the comic book industry and all that stuff, that's where you get, me talking about the comic book industry and mangas and all that stuff on the comic book YouTube channel, actually. So there you go. And then obviously, if you want to hear me talk about like movies and stuff like that, you'd obviously, be subscribed to this channel, actually. All right, podcast format. So this is something I've been talking about for quite some time, but I want to make sure people know what this is. That way there's no confusion. So basically, here's what it goes. I like John Campia's show in terms of like how he runs his show. Everyone knows that. I've been very vocal about that. John can be very like divisive amongst people. I understand that, but I really do like his show format where it's just like intros, topics, and then obviously later on you start talking for a little bit and you just close out the show. So that's what's going to happen, obviously. Basically, if there's like a panel show, or maybe, as you guys know, I do like the show with Professor Savage Dad on Wednesdays and Sundays. So basically, if there's topics that I want to cover, then we're going to obviously do like, start the show, intros, then the topics, obviously, and then after that, you have just where we just talk normally, and then the show's over, actually. And then you have number 6, which ties into number 5, which is number 6's podcast topics uploaded as videos. So similar to how John Campia talks about those topics on his show, and then they're uploaded as just separate clips, you will have that, I will say this, I am a one-man show here, and I'm a little bit behind currently right now, the time of recording this channel update video for you guys, on like getting out those certain, topics as regular videos, but don't worry, they will all be coming out. I'm just a little bit behind right now because obviously I'm a one-man show, so I'm gonna be getting all that content uploaded for you guys, so don't worry about that. So that's kind of what I want: intros, topics, free talk, and then the topics are uploaded as just regular videos for you guys. I'm kind of deciding on how many number of topics should we cover. I think like 2 to 3 max, honestly, is kind of where I'm, teetering at, but, kind of like last night with me and Professor Savage Dad on Wednesday Top G's, it could maybe be even like 2, give or take, like the time constraints of going over one topic, because not one single topic can have, the same level of time dedicated to it, because there's more things to discuss with certain topics than others, actually, Sorry, my headset turned off, so I thought I didn't turn it back on or whatever. It just does that randomly. Fucking Best Buy shit, right? All right. Number 7, which is the podcast watching order. So this is basically if you kind of want to see your boy in his roots, actually. So as you guys know, my previous bigger YouTube channel, I actually had a podcast called the Nightwing Podcast. It was my, say, second attempt at doing one, so to speak, actually, live. So all these, I made this as a pinned tweet on my, X profile or Twitter, right? So if you want to go and listen to the Nightwing podcast or the Cloud9 podcast or the Iron Man podcast in order currently right now, all that is on the podcasting platforms, wherever you choose to watch the Iron Man and Cloud9 podcast, actually. And so you will start off with the Nightwing podcast. That's 268 episodes, 12 seasons. And after that, you had the first 9 seasons of the Cloud9 podcast. And then after that, you had the first 331 episodes of the Iron Man podcast. Because remember how I told you guys on the Iron Man podcast that I couldn't upload more than like 4 videos a day or some shit like that. So when I got to the point where it was all caught up, and then I just kind of released the new episodes just kind of when they got done, obviously. So that's kind of the podcast watching order, and any of the new episodes that I upload, or sorry, that I record live are going to be uploaded in order, actually. So there you go. That is your podcast watching order. Figured to be something I just kind of put here at the front of my Twitter profile, because it would just be an easier way if you just kind of wanted to listen to what I was doing before back on my older show and then kind of see where we are at now. All right, let's go on to number 8, the Iron Man podcast episodes on YouTube. So this is something that I also announced, is the Iron Man podcast will be returning to YouTube after episode 500. As you guys already know, currently right now, at the time of me recording this channel update video, the Iron Man podcast is at episode, I think, 446 or 445, actually. Let me go and check right now. Let me show you guys right here. It should be episode 446. Yeah, we're at episode 446. So I put out a poll on X, actually, on my X profile, and you guys voted to have this show come back to YouTube, and then I said, hey, do you want me to bring it back like right now, or you want me to wait till like after episode 500? You guys voted to do it after episode 500 because I feel like that'd be a nice like point where you starting off at this, you know, odd. No, it's not. Yeah, you be starting off right there at that nice number, and then if you wanted to go and, you know, binge all the episodes, then you have them all in order on the podcasting platforms, and they're also in order, you know, on Rumble as well. So yeah, just want to make sure I also probably add this here. It starts at episode 501. So that means basically any panel shows, one-on-ones, all that stuff, actually. Because, you know, Rumble is pretty hard to get traction over there. Actually, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys know how I feel about that platform. Actually, I like it, I really do, but there's quite a bit of problems, let's just say that, right? But I feel like if your show is not really on YouTube, then it kind of really doesn't have that much of an impact, actually, or it's not as seen. You know, even people like with Rumble accounts don't go out of their way to really watch on Rumble yet, because it's not really that big in terms of like name recognition yet, like Twitch is. Because remember, like, YouTubers had to kind of pull their audience over to Twitch if they wanted to go, you know, like game stream, actually, and Twitch is like the only other place that people do that for. And, you know, at this point now, I think it's just better to just have the show on YouTube where everyone's already here, who already knows me. We could just have the show here. There would be kind of like rules if when we do eventually come back. Obviously, we have to like not be as what we are, you know. We do have to kind of censor ourselves because this is YouTube, obviously. I don't want to get in trouble again, but it's just what it is, you know. I have to kind of take with the good with the bad because it's just for the benefit of the show, and it's just what we have to do. Me and Chaz already kind of do the same thing on the Cloud9 podcast anyway, so it's not going to be that much more bigger of a deal doing it, you know, here with the show. I will say this right now, because remind, the show's not going to be like in order. So if you want to ever go and watch all the other previous episodes of the show, you would have to watch them either on Rumble in order or listen to them on the podcasting platforms, or just that would be your way, because it starts from episode 501. So if you want to see any of the other content we already did for that specific podcast, then you have to go to get to those by checking out the links in the description box below. And I also upload the episodes in order on my Twitter profile as well, so you have that is at your disposal, actually. All right, let's go to number 9. Gaming streams will be on Twitch, Rumble, and X. So yeah, I've mentioned this before. Anytime I do a game stream, it'll just be on Twitch, Rumble, and X, where I'm playing like YuGiOh Master Duel, League of Legends, or any other game that I might play, obviously, in the future. And then number 10, the Cloud9 podcast episodes uploaded to Rumble. So the Cloud9 podcast is live on YouTube, X, and Twitch, actually, okay? But I do notice there's a lot of traction with League content on Rumble for some reason. So, and I thought to myself, I gotta free up some space on my computer. That's why I'm, you know, pushing out getting these episodes on these platforms already, so I can free up some space on my computer. And I have all these Cloud9 podcast episodes that I've saved, you know, so I thought to myself, you know what, why not just, you know, put them out on Rumble. So if you don't want to watch on YouTube, then I'll just put them out on Rumble for you. So all of the Cloud9 podcast episodes will be uploaded to Rumble. They won't be live to Rumble, but they'll be uploaded there if you want to just only watch from there. So pretty sure that covers it all. Just want to make sure that you guys know what I'm doing and planning coming up with the channel very, very soon. There's a lot of, you know, I would say work, but there's a lot of content that I want to do as far as like all three of these channels, but it's just gonna, you know, take some time for that. And to build the other two up from scratch is gonna be pretty much a long road ahead, but I'm all here for it. And you guys are actually so awesome. Thank you guys for checking out this video. If you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel. If you have not already, make sure to leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Hit the notification bell. That way you can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video or go live. And I am MSK, aka Master Swag King, and I'm signing out, guys. See you guys later. Have a great day, everyone. Peace.